Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Chicago Bulls. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. It's Lillard for two. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Done. C.J. McCollum. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Chicago basketball. Porter in a matchup with Harkless. To Zach LaVine.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. To Lopez. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Cantor. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Done. Lillard. Won't go down. Chicago possession. Enes Kanter with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That's me.
To Cantor. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Porter here against Harkless. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
For 3, can't connect. LaVine to Lopez. And he'll head to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Robin Lopez. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Hayden with a shot, no good. Bulls with the rock. Surveys the floor.
Minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Shot from the lane won't go. Lillard defended by Luwawu Cabarro. And his Kanter above the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from number 0, Damian Lillard.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Al-Farouq Aminu at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 72%. And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. Woo!
That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Bulls with it. Here comes the screen. Luau Cabrera matched up with Evan Turner. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lillard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Curling inside. Lets it fly from long range. And that'll be rebounded by Curry. Screen coming. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Chicago.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. One quarter down with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Harkless to Lillard. Beyond the arc for 3. Cleans it up. To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. He was hacked. They let it go. To Porter. The drive. Right to the basket. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Shot from in close, no good. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. To Porter. Otto Porter. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Lillard defended by the former Hoya. Nice pass to set things up. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That's going to be out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Lillard. Not that time. He missed it. That is great vision to set it up. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Lillard up against Porter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. And finish finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dunn to Levine. Here comes the screen. Dunn to Porter. Baseline drive. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Into the game for the Chicago Bulls, number 14.
It's Portland ball. McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And out of Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Off the mark, no good. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Porter. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Lopez. Can't connect from in close. McCollum with the basketball. Up 5. Fires the three. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
In the second quarter.
Portland has the ball. McCollum. And count the basket. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for Chicago, number 51.
Here comes the screen. Dunn to Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Blazers in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third.
Here we go. I got him. I got him. I got ball.
Lillard. Rebound comes to Chicago. To Zach Levine.
Right.
Enes Kanter sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Porter looking good. 4 for 5.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Kanter to Lillard. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Chris Dunn, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. To McCollum. 4-3. Pulled in by Porter. Oh, pass stolen by Portland.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Misfires. It's no good. To McCollum. From long range. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
McCollum with a shot, no good. Chicago with the possession. Porter defended by McCollum. Cruises inside for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lillard. They work it down to Aminu. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
McCollum to Cantor. Robin Lopez pins it. Blazers recover. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Porter. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
Harkless to Lillard. Nice pass to get things going.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Porter defended by Harkless. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for Chicago, number 14.
Has a chance. Selden shot off the mark. Harkless to Seth Curry. And his Cantor above the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
For 3. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. To Harkless. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Bulls have it. Lopez to Chris Dunn. Fires the 3. Not going down here. Cantor. Backcourt violation is called. Here's a chance from long range. They need something to go down. It's no good. Lets it fly from long range. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell? When you have Seth.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Done. Shot from the lane won't go. To McCollum. Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
From the outside, no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fires the three. And it's Aminu with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this...
The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
McCollum. To Lillard. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Lillard buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Missed it, and McCollum sneaks in for the rebound. Lillard, textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Another shot stays out. To Lillard from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Lopez. Can't connect.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
And he hits.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot. To Lillard. For 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Porter. And the Blazers clear the rebound. Great dish to set it up. McCollum. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. That's off the side of the rim, short.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Bulls with the basketball. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Cantor.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Levine. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Beyond the arc for three. Porter. Can't get the bounce. To Harkless. Around the perimeter. Al-Farouq Aminu sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.